They pleaded with Hashem, how could you destroy the Beis HaMikdash? Said Avraham, I was prepared to sacrifice my son on the Mizbeach. Yitzchak said, I went on the altar. And Yaakov said, I was prepared to give up my life to protect my family from Esav. And Moshe said, I shepherded the people faithfully for all those years in the Midbar. And after all of that, I'm not even going into Eretz Yisrael. The Medrash, the beginning of Sefer Eicha, says that Hashem wasn't impressed with all of these arguments until Rachel Imenu came and said to Hashem, listen to my act of self-sacrifice. I was supposed to marry Yaakov. In fact, I knew about my trickster of a father Lavan, and I made up a special secret code with my husband-to-be Yaakov to make sure that there would be no last-minute switcheroos. In the end, it didn't work. We know the story that it was really Leah instead of Rachel. But what about the secret code? The Gemara tells us that Rachel gave over her secret codes to Leah, so Leah shouldn't suffer any embarrassment. Rachel said to Hashem, look at my act of self-sacrifice. And the Medrash concludes, quoting the famous psukim, Mini kolech mi bechi. There's no need to cry anymore, Rachel, because ultimately, Vishavu vanim ligvulam, your people, the Bnei Yisrael, will eventually come back to Eretz Yisrael with the Beis HaMikdash, with Mashiach at the end of time. And the question is, why was Rachel's argument more impressive to Hashem than Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and Moshe Rabbeinu? It's said by the Mefarshim that the difference is, whereas, yes, the Avos and Moshe Rabbeinu had acts of great self-sacrifice, but it was for a moment in time. It wasn't an act of sacrifice that they would have to live with for the rest of their lives. It was a moment in time, as opposed to Rachel. Rachel, for the rest of her life, every time she encounters Leah, she has to bite her tongue and not mention the story that really Yaakov was supposed to be my husband. I was supposed to marry him first. And to live with that self-sacrifice and endure with it for all of your life, that's a higher level. So we're constantly have these challenges. We have to make decisions. We have to be moser nefesh. We have to understand that things that we may want might not be in accordance with Ratzon Hashem. It might go against the halacha, so we don't do it. We have to live with that decision for the rest of our lives. It's an act of mesiras nefesh. So just like Rachel Imenu, making the right decision for the right reasons and having to live with it for the rest of our lives, it's a source of great inspiration, and it awakens God's mercy. And in the merit of continuing to follow the incredible ways of Rachel Imenu, we should merit the blessing of Veshavu Vanim Ligvulam B'Meher of Yameinu. Have a wonderful Shabbos.